Hi guys, how are you?
Hi, Tiffany.
Tiffany.
We are live.
Great. So why don't we just go ahead and start the meeting, and we'll do a roll call real quick. Drew Martin, Chairman.
Ellen Winkler.
Jill Hoffheimer.
Janine DePaula Stevens.
Tiffany
Alex
Patterson.
Hanna. Oh, sorry. Alex Hanna.
All right.
Town manager.
And then if someone could go ahead and approve the agenda, that would be great.
I move we approve the agenda.
Second.
Everybody unanimous?
Yes.
Yes.
And then if we go ahead and approve the minutes from the January 27th meeting.
I vote to approve the minutes from January 27th.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Drew.
Hey, Kelly, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
All right.
Drew.
Yes.
Not on the agenda. I apologize. It's not on the agenda to approve the minutes, but they can be approved at your next meeting.
Okay. All right.
Good catch,
Okay, I unapprove my approval.
I second that.
We have to do everything exactly correctly right now. And so, I've got to
Thank
be
God
on
for
this.
Ashley.
Yes.
Not doing my job correctly. So anyway, the one item that we're really here to discuss is the possibility to possibly to vote on a recommendation to the town commissioners about a fundraiser to offset an item in the current town budget. And the last meeting, we somewhat came to a consensus that possibly a brick program where people could purchase a brick or paver to go in the center median when DelDOT redoes the center median. And then the revenue from those bricks would then go towards the town one budget item of basically the green maintenance, everything that's taking care of the median and other places in town. I did hear a little bit of concern about that idea that I'd like to share and get everybody's feedback. When you look at that median, which I really didn't look at it closely until after we had that meeting, it's very small, it's very thin. So by the time they do the landscaping and then you would put in a paver or a brick, even if you do a thin brick, it'd be pretty tight. And then the other bigger problem would be if you went ahead and did that and bought that brick and we're very excited about it and you wanted to show your friends a brick, it could be a little dangerous to get out on that median and look
That's
for your
true.
brick
I never thought about that.
and show it to people. So
Yeah.
those were the two concerns. If everybody wanted to discuss those, and then we can maybe come up with a possible other recommendation.
Drew, this is Dale Cook. Can you hear me?
I
Yep.
can.
Yes, I did.
I completely agree with you. I think that would be a death trap to want to go out and actually look at the brick. So if you have some other thoughts, I'm sure we could all take that in stride.
So do we think that there's the possibility where there's the crosswalk where you come into town and there's that big median and then you go over to the real estate offices? Is that could you do something in the middle there? Like there's actually the partition where it's right in the middle of the crosswalk. I can't remember which street it is, but it's right across.
Right now, the projected area by DelDOT, this is a pilot project by DelDOT. The projected area is from Salisbury or Dagsworthy, I'm not sure which, Salisbury down to Reed. And they have to say over that, we don't.
So I thought the idea of the brick was to basically give people something that their money went to, but we still could raise the money for that project. It's just we could figure out another way of recognizing those that donate. So we don't need to actually have a brick as part of that, correct?
Well, you guys don't even have to raise it specifically for that project. You could raise it for any project you wanted to. The idea that was proposed to you guys, I believe, is that you would have a specific project that you would go towards. And we happen to be doing the islands at the same time. Now, if there was another project that you wanted to do, that would be available to you. I just don't know how the question was posed on your agenda today.
I just didn't want us to get hung up on the idea that we had to do the bricks, because at another meeting, we could discuss how we go about the fundraising and what's involved in it. I think the purpose of today was to simply identify and make a recommendation as to what we wanted to use. Is that correct? Or do we just simply need to vote in general that we're raising money?
Well, no, I think you're correct. It depends on the way it was posted on your agenda, but I believe you are correct that you, do you have the agenda in front of you?
Yeah, the exact wording is discuss and possibly vote to make a recommendation to the town commissioners about a fundraiser to offset an item in the current town budget. So we
Well,
could,
then you are not hung up. You are any project, any fundraiser that offsets any project in the budget.
So I think at our last meeting, what we had said is that beautification is something that everybody enjoys throughout the town, and that that would be our project, because it's about 30 grand that could be taken out of the budget that could be fundraised for. And I think that we were saying that the bricks would be kind of, thank you for donating, here's your brick.
Right.
So whether bricks or not, I think that we should dedicate it to beautification, because people love the way the median looks. They love the flowers. They love, everything that we take care of in the town as far as beautification goes. I mean, I think the town has made some great strides in the past years, making the town look more beautiful. And when I talk to people, that's, when are you doing the flowers? I'm like, it's not me, it's the town now. So, I'm not doing it. But, I think that beautification, everybody benefits. And whether we do bricks or not, I think we should say it's for beautification, because that's such an easy thing to do.
So do you want to make a motion to that? Because if you then we can just use it for beautification, and that could encompass
Right. I mean,
anything.
I feel like people will donate to that cause simply because they will benefit from it, that you don't really need to give them anything, or, you have a beautification, welcome to our beautification happy hour here's an invitation. You
But we
donate it.
We can talk about all those good ideas later, right? We can brainstorm on all of that.
But
Okay.
I think beautification is the way to go.
I agree with Kelly. I think it should be beautification.
Okay, so how about I make a motion that the marketing committee recommend to try to raise $30,000 for beautification of Dewey Beach.
I'll second that.
Through
Shall
the
we-
sale of bricks.
should we?
No bricks. No bricks.
No bricks.
No, we don't, we're not putting that.
We're not putting that in there because we're not sure that's how we're going to do it.
So
Yeah, I mean,
I
for
have a
example,
suggestion.
go ahead.
I just want to say, so are we talking about a line item in the budget that they're using for the landscaping maintenance, which someone came up with that is around $30,000. Do we need to specify that, or is just beautification?
Well, if I can jump in for a second here, Drew. So we have a little bit of a time crunch because Ashley is sending this mailer out to all the residents, in 2 weeks?
It will be going out to the residents in 2 weeks, but I was speaking with our building official, and another mailer is going to be going out a little bit later. We're going to do a newsletter to welcome Bill to town, but she also needs to send out some FEMA documents. So if it needs to be pushed a little bit from you guys, we'll do another one in late March. So
Yeah, but I think we want to get a head start on this now, I think.
I
Hopefully.
think we can figure something out in the
Right.
next week.
Yeah, and if we want to give them something, we got 22 beach entrances. So, you can put at the end of the street, the beach that you go to every day. Maybe that's a good location. It's less traffic, et cetera, and something.
Yeah,
they walk by.
I agree, Paul. I think there's a lot of opportunities around it. So, for example, Rehoboth has donate a tree, and you give money, and then just in the city hall they have a plaque that says your name. It's not connected to the actual tree. So, I'm not saying we do something like that, but we could definitely have somewhere that people have recognition that they can point to, and it doesn't need to be in the medium, but it can be beautification.
It's a small thank you. They can put whatever they want on that brick within reason.
But it's going to have to be pretty precise to get $30,000.
Right.
That's a lot of money.
I would just like to caution, so Ashley, when is the timeline for this first mailer?
So the first mailer will be going out the week of the 22nd. I'd like to have everything ideally out the door by the 26th. And that's
Okay.
residential rental licenses.
Okay. And then the next one is March.
And the next one will be about for almost a month to date later. So like the week of the 2nd of March.
I just want to caution, like, if we're going to put something out, that's a fundraiser. I would hate to just, do it so quickly and not think about it and just have it out just to get it out, because then I think there's a lot of, you got to really think it out, because that's a lot of money. People are going to have a lot of, oh, my dog is eating the remote. Don't, oh my God.
Well, I want to remind everybody.
I just think that we should, I'm sorry, Dale. Sorry, I'm so distracted right now. I just think that we really should plan and have a plan and put it out and not just push it out. Like, let's have a solid plan instead of all, before we push something out. I don't know.
Do we really wanted to go with the rental licenses anyway?
I just want to remind everybody that whatever gets approved by the committee has to be then approved and authorized, especially a fundraiser, by the town commissioners. So, it's not as easy as a business doing it and just making the decision and doing it. We have to get commissioner approval.
Right.
Yeah, so I think we've been given a real opportunity to work back from March because I think we have some work ahead of us. And what I would suggest is we have a follow-up meeting where we identify what the fundraising is, but we know that the goal is beautification and it's to raise $30,000. And if the commissioners agree with that, then we come back with some ideas, some sort of brick or some recognition. We also, and I did include it in the write-up, mayor for a day, honorary mayor for a day, or VIP for a day, or something like that. I think there's multiple things we could do. We just need to be given permission to start trying to raise that and thinking about what it looks like. But I think we can't make the February timeframe. And I don't think I think it will mess it up if we don't get it right. So we focus on March, and that's what we work back from. That'd be my recommendation.
I agree.
But what I thought the purpose of this call was simply to speak to what it was we were going to do, like the beautification. Is that?
Yeah, I
that's
think
what you have to vote on.
Alex's original motion was pretty much there. The only clarification I saw on that was we had to be specific about the line item on the budget. That was the only thing. But I think that was his motion pretty much summed up what we were trying to get done tonight.
Yeah, when you get down to a final product of what you're going to do, whether it be brick, whether it be plaques, whether it be whatever that you're going to sell as a fundraiser for the town to pay for a specific item, you would then have to forward that recommendation to the commissioner, and the commissioners would say, go at it.
So Dale, does that have to be more specific than just beautification?
I don't think so. I think if you say beautification and you say it could include a number of items while you're explaining it to the commissioners during a meeting, and you could explain what in general it could cover, I think they would go with that.
Okay.
I bet.
Drew, can I interject something?
Sure.
Just for background, there is a line item in the budget for beautification, which is $32,000.
That's correct.
Right now, the way the budget is positioned, they have $0 in there for donations at this point. And it looks like the budget probably can be balanced without the donation. So I think they're setting the expectations low so that we can be pleasantly surprised if this campaign is successful. But I just want to make that point clear so that everybody understands how the budget is positioned right now.
That's great. Thanks, Gary.
And
I
then
have a-
actually,
Oh.
I'm sorry. Is the, so the contract with Sposato, that expires when?
It's 2022. I believe it, let me double check. I believe it was December or January of 2022.
Okay, so if that's the line item that's costing $30,000, we have like almost a year to raise those funds. Is that correct?
I think we wanted to try to apply it to this upcoming year's budget, though.
Oh, okay, I see. But it's already, Sposato's already in the budget for this year, correct?
Correct.
That's
Okay.
correct.
So then.
So budget and finance needs to know if they need to account for that or not. And,
For,
Budget
that's-
starts April 1st.
That's my point. There's no need to account for it the way the budget is currently positioned.
right, that's what I'm trying to say. Like it's already in the budget. Like we're already gonna get the services from Sposato for this year, correct, Ashley?
It expires on December 21st, 2022.
2022. So we have plenty of
Years.
time
Yeah.
to raise those funds because that's where we're getting our bottom line from is the contract with Sposato. So we have plenty of time to put this together.
You want to
right?
apply it for this year, though. You want to have the fundraiser this year.
Yeah, our fiscal year starts April 1st.
So this would be in addition to Sposato, not in place of.
But if
No,
we're,
they would
if
pay
we're
their bill.
removing,
Right.
but if we're removing a line item, Sposato would be the line item that we're removing, correct? Or am
Now,
I-
it's still staying in the budget, but we're bringing in asset to offset the liability.
Right. I have a recommendation. How about the circle at Ruddertown? Why don't we use the bricks on that circle and sell the bricks there? I don't know how many bricks would be involved in beautifying that, but it would take away the hazard of walking in the median strip and allow people to go to the Bay Walk and see their brick.
Depending on how much it would cost to install the brick, you might use all the money, ended up using it all just to install the brick.
Well, you're going to use it all up in the median strip too.
No, because that project was going to be funded by the DelDOT.
So I feel like we're getting a little into the weeds for this call. If you disagree, let me know, but Ellen seconded Alex's motion, right? So the motion was, Alex, can you?
Sure. And I want to tweak it just because it's a $32,000 contract. I think we should shoot for 32,000 versus 30 to make it real for the beautification. So my motion is that the marketing committee makes a recommendation to begin a campaign to raise $32,000 for beautification. And we'll come back with recommendations as to what that campaign will look like once we're approved by the commissioners.
I like that. I'll second
Yeah,
that.
perfect.
Okay.
There we go. We got a first and a second.
Everyone in favor, say aye.
Aye.
It's unanimous. All right, well,
Done?
anybody have any public comments? Gary? Tiffany?
Nothing else?
Bill?
None here.
No?
Well, I just want to tell you guys how much the town honestly appreciates your work. It's never easy working through committees. It's never easy working with the government
You can say
organization.
that again.
And you all have put
High five,
up,
Ellen.
you all are putting up with a lot of hassle and we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, commissioners, for being here and being part of this discussion. This is really
Yeah,
good.
appreciate your time. And thank you, Bills. And again, Bills, nice meeting you. I haven't had a chance to do that, but I hope you're enjoying the job so far.
So far, so good. Thank you.
Nobody's screaming at you all day long.
Not yet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Drew, we'll get another meeting on the books then so that we can brainstorm on how we can do this.
Yeah.
all of our
so
ideas.
Are we talking February?
Yeah. The goal of that meeting is to come up with a draft that you could submit to us to approve.
It's the 19th. Is February 19th too soon?
No.
No, I actually think we need to get ahead of this because the timing working back from March.
So the 19th is a Friday. Do you want to do a Thursday? The
I
18th.
prefer a Thursday.
Thursday's fine.
All right, 2/18.
Can we do 6 o'clock? Is that okay for the group?
It's Ashley. Is that all right?
That works for me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
You don't have to apologize.
Okay.
And,
6,
Anybody else have any comments?
6 p.m.
Okay, we got it.
Great. Hey, is it okay if I write up maybe some copy around this that we could react to? I think we're all in favor of doing something where we get some recognition. I won't get too detailed, but just something to react to for the committee. Would that be
Sure.
helpful?
That'd be awesome.
Okay. Great.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much.